Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This May 20 and 21st, we are doing our next tissue culture masterclass, Houseplant edition. I want to show you everything I know about tissue culture, everything I have learned during the last 13 years. But now let me show you something really special. Alright, so these are some of the plans from the students from the previous classes. So these are plans that we have placed in class in tissue culture. So like we show you here, this is African violet. It has all of these callus plants forming. So this is something that was made by one of our students, and look, they looking pretty good. This is another, this is a jade plant. It looks great. This is some more jade plants. So some of this was made by me. Some other ones were made by the students, like this one made by the student. These other ones, let me show you. This is Philodendron micans. Look at this, no contamination. They're growing fine. This is Monstera deliciosa. Look how great are these plants doing. Look, you see where we cut the plant, and you see that it's growing, and look, there is no contamination at all. This is another plant, another one made by other our students. You can see how good this looks. It has two plants. Both plants are looking great, and there is no contamination. So this is something that I'm going to be showing you as part of the class. We're going to be sterilizing multiple plants, house plants, obviously. We're going to place it in tissue culture. We are going to do the sterilization all here in the lab, and we are going to do everything in tissue culture. Like, see, these are some of the plants that we have taken in tissue culture. So we have a couple of begonias. These are the this is the Philodendron micans that I showed you just earlier. And these are the monsteras. So these are the monsteras that we cut. You can even see we cut this one, and it's growing a new shoot. Well, these are the ones that we cut. I mean, there are plants that they are just growing outside of tissue culture. We cut them and we place it in tissue culture, and now they are growing in a sterile condition. Now, another thing about the class is that nobody goes home with empty hands. Every student for both of the classes we have teach, they have taken some of the plants that we already have in tissue culture. So I let them take a couple of these containers for, like, we have the carnivorous plants, and we have some of the house plants, so they can take those home with them. Actually, for last class, you may have seen this TikTok. So those plants that I placed in there, those test tubes, those were for the students. Each student took one of those plants home, so they can start their own cultures themselves. So you see, we have a couple of these plants. They are in tissue culture. So some of the students, they took some of these plants. Look how good this Philodendron Paraíso Verde look like. Last class, I gave the students some Philodendrons Spirosanti. So some of these are some of the rare plants, and they also took some, like a white princess, a pink princess, white knights. I know I have a student very interested in carnivorous plants, so she took home a couple of Nepenthes truncata that I have, some of my Helianthoras, some Pinguiculas, and some of the Saracenias as well. And she was also cultured some of them in key tissue culture, so we also did some transfers. So these are some of the transfers made by the students, and they look pretty good. There is no contamination. Now this is normal for Nepenthes. This Nepenthes cloning particulates gives me a lot of orange medium. That's part of the plant that releases some tannins. But look how good these other plants look like. These are from previous students. You can see this is from Chris, one of my first students on the first class, and the plants look great. You can see more plants. And yeah, this is some of the work that we do here in class. And we also do some, like, this is the lab. Let me show you. So we have all the materials for the pressure cookers. We do the microscope work that the other class is doing at the moment. So yeah, I hope I will see you next month. Make sure to check the links down below to subscribe to the class. Also subscribe to the channel. Check all the links down below. Check us on TikTok and Instagram. And I will see you later.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying these tissue culture videos, be sure to follow us on social media for more informative content. And if you're interested in conducting your own tissue culture experiments, make sure to check us out at plantcelltechnology.com for all the products you need to get started. Use the code FP10 for 10% off your first purchase.